Hey everyone, I'm out here drinking actually yerba mate this morning. It tastes like I'm drinking grass, but it's supposed to be better than coffee for you, so I don't know. We'll see. I wanted to talk to you about something that is actually really cool, and I wanted to see if you're able to guess 1700 years ago, so 1700, one of the most important events in Christian history happened. Do you know what that is? I'll give you a second to see if you want to guess. 1700 years ago. So that year would be 325. And 325, something very important in Christian history happened. What was that event? Okay, if you said the Council of Nicaea, you would be right. The Council of Nicaea produced one of the most important writings on the Christian faith, known as the Nicene Creed. We all have heard it before. We believe in one God, the Father Almighty, the maker of heaven and earth, of all that is, seen and unseen. It goes on from there. I'm not going to say the whole thing, but that was a gigantic and important revolutionary document that really outlined what does it mean to be Christian. So, just to set the stage for you, in a historical context, what happened was Emperor Constantine was the emperor of Rome at the time, and there was a lot of disagreement on this one big question: who was Jesus? That's it. Who was he? The opinions were kind of all over the place. There was a lot of different theories, a lot of differing theology. Well, the emperor of Rome at the time, Constantine, called a council, and bishops from across the Mediterranean world, across the Christian world at the time, descended on a small town. I think it was Constantine's summer retreat in Nicaea. It was supposed to be in Constantinople, but they moved it to Nicaea. All these bishops congregated in Nicaea to discuss and to answer that question: who is Jesus? Now, this was 300 years after Jesus' ministry in Palestine, 250, 300 years. So just think about that. Let's put ourselves in that situation. What if we were to speak about something that happened 250 years ago? What would that look like for us? So just take, for example, George Washington, a founding father. How would it look if you had to congregate and meet with someone and try to speak about George Washington? That was kind of, I'm not putting Jesus and George Washington on the same playing field. I'm just saying the time frame is similar. So our founding fathers, that wasn't really that long ago, if you really think about it, in terms of ancient history and in terms of the whole historical context. America is actually really young. So just food for thought. They are talking about someone who lived about 300 years ago at this Council of Nicaea, and they come up with a breathtaking answer, and they assert unequivocally that Jesus is fully God. That is the achievement of the Council of Nicaea, that Jesus himself is fully God. That was a huge development. They actually put that in writing. It was always true, but it wasn't always in writing. So 2025 is the 1700th anniversary of the Council of Nicaea. And I just want to say one quick word about the Council of Nicaea. The Nicene Creed. The Nicene Creed is what it means to be a Christian. The Nicene Creed is something that all Christians across denominations, across time and space, can agree upon. Often in churches you recite it, and you recite it in a way that is in fellowship with Christians past, present, and future. It's really an extraordinary statement. And I guess the last thing I want to say is that in this world there's a lot of disagreement. There's a lot of denominations. There's a lot of, how do you say it? Division. But don't be fooled. For 2,000 years, Christians have believed the exact same thing, and it is found in the Nicene Creed. There's actually a ton of consensus on what it means to be a Christian. So I don't know. I hope that blesses you. I hope you take a moment and think about it. Maybe read it if you want. I love talking about these things. If this is encouraging to you, please let me know. If you'd like to talk more, again, I'm always open. I might start calling these little videos Tailgate Theology. I am actually at my truck right now, and I am just standing here drinking yerba mate and just talking about a little bit of theology and history, which is some of my favorite subjects. All right, love you all. Bye.